Hey guys, what is going on? It's Lazarus here, and today I'm bringing you a video about the roster update Friday and my predictions for who might get upgraded. Before I get into my predictions, I want to let you guys know that I have made an official Twitter account, and also I have my Twitch account. Both of those are going to be in my bio. So do me a favor, go check those out, hit me up with the follows. If you do that, then you're a great person. But yeah, that being said, let's get right into these upgrade candidates. The first player I have on the upgrade candidate list is Houston Astros catcher Brian McCann. Now he's obviously going into his first year with the Houston Astros, and he's gotten off to a pretty good start. He's hitting .281 right now, which is higher than any of his years with the Yankees. He also has 5 home runs, 18 ribbies, along with a .381 on base and a .461 slugging percentage. He's been one of the best hitting catchers this season so far, which isn't exactly out of the norm for Brian McCann. But I feel like his numbers in the game just don't quite reflect how good he is at hitting in respect to his position, so we could very possibly see him get an upgrade of some sort. I wouldn't expect it to be very big, but I do expect there to be some kind of upgrade. Next up, we have a few first basemen, and we'll start with Ryan Zimmerman. The only possible way you could have missed Ryan Zimmerman's extremely hot start is if you've been living under a rock. He is absolutely killing it this year. It's the first time he's been 100% healthy in quite a while, and oh man, is it showing in his stats. Right now he's hitting .410 with a .449 on base and a .855 slugging percentage. His OPS is up there with the league leaders, and he also has 13 home runs, which almost matches his totals from 2016 and 2015. The kind of month he's had to begin the season is absolutely unreal, and I know he did get an upgrade already, but there's no reason why he can't get another one. He is doing that good. He may actually be back to his MVP caliber form, and if he is, then the rest of the league better watch out, because the Washington Nationals are going to continue to be very good as long as this guy's hitting. Our next first baseman on the list is Cardinals first baseman Matt Holliday. Now he does only have a .268 batting average, but his on-base percentage is very good, and it's sitting at .425 right now. His slugging percentage is also very good, and it's currently at .546, and he's putting together yet another solid offensive year. I would think he could get an upgrade in somewhere in the plate vision category, or maybe even the discipline category, because he has been getting on base a lot. Next up, we have one of the biggest surprises of the year so far, and that is Oakland Athletics first baseman Yonder Alonso. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't know he was still in the league, and fun fact, he's actually the brother-in-law of Manny Machado, so if you didn't know that, and how you do. But as to why he's going to get an upgrade, he is currently hitting .303 with 11 home runs and 27 RBIs. He is absolutely tearing it up right now. He's not a very high overall in the game as of right now, and due to that, we could see him get a pretty significant upgrade. I don't think anyone really expected him to be doing as good as he is right now, so the developers will definitely change him to better reflect his stats in real life. Obviously, they're not going to go overboard or anything, but he will get an upgrade that will better reflect him, and that'll in turn cause him to go up quite a bit. Next up, we have another Nationals player, and it is Anthony Rendon, who has also kind of put the team on his back along with Ryan Zimmerman. Now, when he was healthy a few years ago, he was absolutely fantastic at hitting, and he was one of the big pieces that ended up getting the Nationals into the playoffs. It looks like he's back to that form, and he is showing no signs of slowing down. He's hitting just as well as he did before all the injuries happened, and things are looking very promising for the Nationals' third baseman. Now, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if at some point he did go gold during the season. I'm not sure if this week will be when it happens, probably not, but definitely be on the lookout for Anthony Rendon to make the hop to the next tier. Our next guy is Jean Segura, who's quietly putting together a pretty good year with the Seattle Mariners. Right now he's hitting .364 with a .400 on base and a .495 slugging percentage, and based off the year he had last year, hitting 20 home runs, hitting .319, I think it is very possible that he could also go gold at some point. All of a sudden, he's kind of turned into a hitting machine, and him and Robinson Cano are a very good shortstop second baseman duo out there in Washington State. So be on the lookout for Jean Segura to be another one of those guys that makes the hop from silver to gold. Next up on the list, we have Yankees left fielder Brett Gardner, who was the hero in Game 1 of the Cubs series, and he's also hit, I believe, 6 home runs in the last week and a half, so it is very possible that he could get a slight power upgrade. The only thing that concerns me is he's always been kind of a streaky hitter, so I don't know if the developers are going to hop on this hot streak and give him an upgrade, or they're going to wait it out to see if he can keep it going, but I do think there is a very high possibility that Brett Gardner will get upgraded some way, so he's the guy you have to be on the lookout for. You know what, while we're on the topic of Yankees outfielders, I think it's important to bring up Aaron Hicks. He started the season as a fourth outfielder, but he's kind of forced his way into the Yankees starting lineup. He's hitting .338 with a .462 on base and a .635 slugging percentage with 6 home runs, which nearly matches his total from last year. He's finally turning into the player the Yankees actually thought he'd be when they traded for him a few years ago, and he is a pretty low overall in the game, so this is another guy that could get an upgrade just based on the fact that he's doing so good in real life that the developers don't really have a choice. If I'm being honest, I could see him getting probably somewhere from a +4 or a +5. He's been doing that well. Next up on the list, we have Dodgers rookie sensation Cody Bellinger, who has been kicking ass ever since he got called up from AAA. He's hitting .320 with a .393 on base and a .680 slugging percentage, along with 5 home runs in his first week as a big league player. Now, he's not even in the game yet, but once he gets added, you know he's going to be going for a lot, and honestly at this point he could potentially be a silver, but I believe he will start out as a high bronze, but he will definitely make the jump to silver at some point, if not the roster update after this week's one. It's something about these Dodgers rookies that just gets everyone's attention, and watching him play is actually pretty exciting as well. Next up, we have another under the radar player, and that is Marcell Ozuna from the Miami Marlins. In the last week alone, he's hitting .400 with 3 home runs and a .516 on base. And over the course of the entire season, he's actually hitting .325 with 11 home runs. So we might actually see a pretty big power upgrade. And it looks like he's finally starting to put it together. He's a guy that everyone thought would be good, but it's just taking him a while to figure it out. And if he can keep this up, you can definitely expect maybe more than a few upgrades for him. And by the end of the year, he might even potentially reach that gold status. We're going to end this list with Phillies outfielder Aaron Altherr, who over the last week has been tearing it up. I'm going to read you some of his stats. In the last week alone, he's hitting .421 with a .542 on base and 4 home runs. Now, I already know he's not a high overall in the game, so he's definitely going to be getting an upgrade of some sort, because as of right now, he is really killing the ball. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Both of the links will be in the description down below. And with that, I'm out. Peace.